Hello everybody, how you doing? You having a good day? Now, due to the sensitivity of today's topic, I don't really want to fuck about, joke about, have music in the background. I just want to be genuine and talk, because this topic has really made me think, and it's not a very pleasant topic to really talk about. If you don't want to watch this, I've got plenty of other videos which you can go and watch where I'm joking around and having a laugh. So yeah, let's get into it. So yesterday, a popular YouTuber called Shane Dawson was accused of being a paedophile. Now the reason of this is because a channel which has now been deleted called Pop Blast uploaded a video attempting to expose Shane Dawson. And the reason in this exposed video actually went so viral is because a lot of the clips were taken out of context. Now I'm just gonna get straight into it and show you a clip from the exposed video.
Why do you have so many followers? And she goes, oh, I'm a cheerleader. And I'm like, oh, really? And she shows me her Instagrams, which are like, first of all, I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, but like, she's like sexy. She's like sexy.
You're disgusting.
I know. Listen, we've talked about pedophilia
this
before.
Is Shane. Like, do not say this, and like, I don't even want to talk about it. Like, you will get arrested. Like, he kind of can.
Listen,
he
allegedly,
has his justification for pedophilia,
okay,
and it's so disturbing. And like, I just pretend that he doesn't.
Okay, wait, no,
like,
no. Let me explain. Let me explain.
Oh God.
Here's my justification for pedophilia.
I can't.
And now obviously that sounds fucking terrible. That makes Shane Dawson genuinely sound like a paedophile. And honestly, when I first saw this, I genuinely was quite angry. I thought, fuck, this whole time I've known Shane Dawson has just been one massive lie, and he's a paedophile. That's what I thought when I first saw this. And that's wrong with me. That was completely fucking wrong of me, to just instantly look at something without trying to do any research whatsoever and just assume what I heard. And I know a lot of other people did this too. On Twitter, it was trending everywhere. A lot of people were angry and genuinely believing that Shane Dawson is a paedophile. But then after doing like 5 minutes research and finding the actual podcast and listening to it for about 10 minutes, you can just realize this whole exposed video was completely taken out of context, and it was just a really shitty joke. Now the podcast was actually uploaded ages ago, years ago in fact, so that's already a bit fishy to be exposed for something that's already in public. The whole podcast is based around Shane Dawson attempting to shock his host with some bad and vulgar humour. Now to be fair, these jokes are pretty fucking dead and aren't funny to me, and Shane Dawson has addressed this issue on his YouTube channel. He talked about the rumours and he talked about the humour he used in this video, so I'm just going to show you it right now.
No, listen, let me finish. Sorry. So I typed in naked baby. First of all, I don't understand why anybody would be turned on by that. But
That's the first good thing you said.
But they were sexy. I'm kidding. Okay, back to the Instagram. So if I look at this.
Hi. I wanted to play that clip in full. I mean, that moment especially in full. Just for context, because that seems to be missing. I am sorry that I used to make really shitty fucking jokes. I am sorry that I was so fucking, like, insecure and, like, playing this character, this guy who's, like, crazy and will say anything and, like, tries to make people laugh by shocking them. That was my thing. That was what I did on YouTube.
Now, if you're not familiar with Shane Dawson's content, his content has changed a lot over recent times. He used to be a very different YouTuber a few years ago. He used to make edgy jokes and just in general be a bit of a bellend to shock people and make people laugh from that. But he has apologised for the past, his humour, some of the mistakes he's made. Now it's your choice to actually accept his apology or not to accept his apology, but what you can't do is accuse him of being a paedophile, because he blatantly isn't a paedophile, and a video has been taken out of context to slander him and in an attempt to ruin his career. Shane Dawson actually talks about paedophilia quite a lot in his videos, especially to do with paedophilia in Hollywood. But instead of focusing on paedophilia in Hollywood and actual paedophiles out there in the world, people have decided to take their time to focus on calling Shane Dawson a paedophile based on out of context video clips. Now the people were doing this with the media, obviously, because the media want to take down any popular YouTuber they can, because YouTubers are significantly bigger than the mainstream media at this point. But there were also other YouTubers out there attempting to expose Shane Dawson immediately without doing any research whatsoever. Onision, one of the biggest fucking bellends on YouTube, dragged himself up the fucking gutter in an attempt to expose Shane Dawson for being a paedophile. Now I'm just going to show a few clips from this Onision Twitter stream of him basically going at Shane Dawson and attempting to expose him for being a paedophile. Now after Shane Dawson uploaded his defense video, Onision actually deleted the live stream from his Twitter.
We absolutely have to make this video, because if you don't, I mean, you're helping someone get away with something.
First of all, I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, but like, she's like sexy.
You're not allowed to call children that word, no. If you know for a fact they're a child, you don't say that. This woman is immediately almost trying to protect Shane. She's like trying to shut down his comments to get him not to express his true self, which he is clearly doing. But about 3 weeks ago, I was talking to Lainey, and you could talk to Lainey yourself and confirm this, but I was saying, you know, I think I don't I don't know what it is, but Shane has always had a weird relationship with children in the past. I've always been a little... there's nothing that sticks out, but it's just like a feeling you get.
So the vibe you can take from this video is that it's just complete fucking slander. No research whatsoever has been done. And it's basically, he's just listening to one party rather than the two parties. And the one party is an out of context video. And the other party is a non-guilty person. Onision is just a sad, sad fucking jealous lowlife who was trying to expose somebody who's clearly much more successful and much more liked than him. And the worst part is about Onision's argument in this live stream is that he is pretty hypocritical in what he's saying, considering some of the shady things Onision has done with his underage fans in the past. Onision has an actual video series dedicated to rating his underage fans, and they're underage because you can see it from the photos he's rating, and you just know Onision has a typically underage fan base.
Maybe thinking to yourself, oh no, Onision's about to say something negative, but don't worry. She says, be harsh as per usual, good sir. First off, I will say that you look like my ex-wife. Secondly, I'd rate you a 5 out of 10.
Now, in my personal judgment, Onision isn't a nonce, but I don't believe he has any moral standing to accuse Shane Dawson of being a paedophile without any proof whatsoever. And the whole thing just seemed like Onision wanted Shane Dawson to be a paedophile. He just wanted it so he could be right and upload a video probably telling everyone how right he was, and all along everyone should have believed him. That's the sort of megalomaniac Onision is. He wants to be the dude in charge. He wants to get to that level of being in charge and being the top dog. And even if accusing somebody he knows is a paedophile, he'll do that. He'll do that to get to the top level of anything because he's desperate. He's in the fucking gutter right now. Nobody cares about him. So he's just going to go and do anything he can, including accusing somebody of being a paedophile, to get relevant again. I don't really think that Onision is in the right mindset to talk here, to be honest, considering his past and his previous history, considering that he mentally abused his girlfriend. I don't really think Onision can really say anything bad about anyone, especially someone like Shane Dawson who hasn't done anything bad other than to have a shit joke. Onision, you're just a bit of a prick, especially after this. You accuse somebody of being a paedophile out of spite. Who the fuck does that? I guarantee that you already knew that these clips were taken out of context, but you were just trying your hardest to make Shane Dawson appear like a bad person. Now, stepping back from Onision, the channel that actually made the exposed video on Shane Dawson has video titles like this: Jacob Sartorius' most sexual performance ever, Jacob Sartorius body transformation 2017. And yet they have the fucking guts to call somebody like Shane Dawson a pedophile. And then the situation turns even fishier. It turns into a bit of a conspiracy theory when Logan Paul somehow gets dragged into the situation. The channel Pop Blast, which was deleted from YouTube, uploaded a video called Received, which showed that a $6,500 payment was given to them from a man called Jeffrey Levin. Now that's pretty weird considering the name Jeffrey Levin is the same name as Logan Paul's talent manager. Keemstar then tweeted out how Logan Paul's manager could have actually paid to make Shane Dawson look like a paedophile. Now that's very fucking weird considering this is the same week that Logan Paul has had his reputation and his career ripped apart considering his last 2 weeks. Now that would make sense because the Logan Paul situation is no longer the biggest thing on YouTube. The biggest thing right now is the Shane Dawson situation. Now I'm going to put my tinfoil hat on. I'm going to go Alex Jones here and say if this conspiracy was real, it would make a complete sense because all the heat from Logan Paul would have been taken away and everyone would have forgotten about the situation to talk about Shane Dawson. But given how blatantly fake and out of context this video was, it's completely backfired. And I think Pop Blast understood that the whole thing had backfired, and that is why they actually uploaded the receipts video to somehow get the truth out, even though they were the ones that fucking put the lies out there. I don't know if this is true. It's just a really fucking weird conspiracy theory, a conspiracy theory with a lot of fucking proof. To me, it's very weird. Shane Dawson did address the issue of Logan Paul's talent manager and said he doesn't think it's true, but I think he's just saying that to keep away the heat from Logan Paul's fan base, and I don't blame the bloke because there is no solid concrete evidence, but what there is so far is pretty weird and it would make sense. Now I'm just discussing a possibility because it is very fishy, and if this was true, it could be extremely career damaging on Logan Paul. Now I'm going to go back to the core subject, accusing somebody of being a paedophile. Now accusing somebody of being a paedophile is a massive allegation and it could ruin somebody's life even if the allegation was fake. It seems that there are genuinely people out there that want to ruin successful people's lives purely in a way of spite. Falsely accusing somebody of being a paedophile can destroy somebody's life. I can't reiterate that point enough. It can damage reputation even if that isn't true. If you're gonna accuse somebody of a paedophile, make sure there's evidence and make sure you're not actually bullshitting. I know people in real life that have been falsely accused of being a pedophile and I know that it's ruined their life to some degree. That's why I can't joke about in this video because this topic is very fucking sensitive to me. Guys, you know me, I'm not really the most serious of blokes. I like to have a laugh, I like to have a joke, but this is something different. I don't personally watch Shane Dawson that much, but I can tell from his videos that I've seen, he's a good bloke and he's apologised for his mistakes. The jokes he was making were pretty dead. They weren't funny, they were just kind of fucked up, and he even acknowledged that in his video. He said that he didn't laugh at them, and yeah, I can respect that. It's up to you though if you want to accept the apology, but you cannot call him a paedophile for making fucked up jokes. And before I end this video, I want to quickly talk about the mainstream media who have been clickbaiting this false allegation situation. The mainstream media clearly fucking hate YouTubers because we've taken their entire audience and brought it over to YouTube. And now the moment somebody gets falsely accused of being a paedophile, the media go and clickbait it to try and bring in the views and try and convince people that this bloke is actually a paedophile when he's blatantly not. Even Twitter appeared to be looking like they're trying to make Shane Dawson look bad. It's mental to me that people actually seem to want this to be a real thing. Why would anyone want somebody to be a paedophile? If you want somebody to be a paedophile out of spite, you're a fucked up person. There's nothing you deserve in this world if you want somebody to be a paedophile, if you want somebody to be a criminal. It's completely fucked. In conclusion, don't fucking lie about a crime this serious. Don't make bullshit up, especially to somebody that has such a massive platform and reputation, because it could damage their lives, it could damage anyone's life, so just don't fucking do it. I hope this gets sorted, and I hope the people that have created the false allegations do get exposed. If you made it through the whole video, thank you. I'm not usually like this in videos. I'm not really serious. We usually have music on. I'm usually joking about, but yeah, I thought I need to be serious about this because it's something very sensitive. So yeah, thank you for watching. If you want to actually see what I'm really like, just go check out my other videos. If you want to let me know your thoughts below, you can tweet me at INAB, or just drop a comment below and just say what you're feeling about the situation. Thank you for watching, people. Have a great day.